Speaker, Ambulance New Brunswick has contractual obligations and benchmarks in relation to emergency response times in rural areas. Now, it has been made clear by the Auditor General that there are flaws in how these response times are interpreted. However, at least there is a target that's given. Nonetheless, there's no such target when it comes to police response times in emergency situations for rural New Brunswick. My question is for the Minister of Public Safety. Can the Minister tell us if his department is aware of these issues surrounding police response times in rural areas?
The Minister of Justice and Public Safety.
Thank you for the question, and I certainly can. Public safety is a priority in our government and in our department. It's been a commitment of this government as well to make sure that we're investing money for services and we're getting them efficiently. The government has commissioned a review of local policing, review of the Police Act, which will help determine this type of thing. The Premier has personally taken this on as a task force involving me, my colleague and friend, the Minister of Health, with our various departments, plus government MLAs from regions that are affected in rural New Brunswick. We are working hard to focus on this. We are going to do it, and if you're having difficulty in this area, we're seriously going to move forward. If you're a drug dealer, we're going to make your life uncomfortable. We are going to arrest you, we're going to prosecute you, and we're going to convict you. If you are struggling with addiction, we're going to help you. And if you need more policing services...
Hi, Minister. Member for Burlington Gan Lake and Leader of his party.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Minister, for answering the question. I know there's been some significant changes to public safety peace officers over the last several years and their role and their mandate, and I'm just curious if the Department of Public Safety maybe has had some foreshadowing of police response times in rural areas that is trying to shift the responsibility into some of these peace officers and their changes in their roles over the years and successive governments. So I guess my question is the Department of Public Safety looking to a different model of policing to enhance emergency police response times in rural areas?
Most certainly, and thank you for the question, most certainly we are doing that. The Premier has directed a task force, which he personally is leading, with myself as public safety and my good friend and colleague, the Minister of Health. And yes, we are looking at this. And one of the issues that we have to deal with is the concept of triaging in police is equally, has to be dealt with just like it is in the healthcare profession. It's a degree of the urgency of the call, and we need to look at this hard. We need to review the Police Act. We need to work with our partners. We are regularly meeting with Deputy Commissioner of the RCMP, which is responsible for most rural policing. And I can assure you, I'm glad you asked the question, because I am pleased and proud to say that the subject matter of your question is underhand. It's being done. The Premier and Minister of Health and I are leading this initiative. And you're going to see results.
The member for